Hey, what's going on, everyone? Neil Henderson here from Clearview Plastics in Sacramento, California, and today I want to show you our newest line of 3D printer enclosures called the workSafe line. The workSafe line is a new, higher standard enclosure that is designed for 3D printers and other machines that is based off of some of the most requested features from our user base. The new line is called our workSafe line, and it is a culmination of some of the most requested features for our 3D printers so that we can make a workspace cleaner, healthier, and to improve workflows. Check this out, guys. So the enclosure I'm about to show you is made for and designed for some of the most popular Core XY machines out there. That includes if you have the Bambu X1C or P1S, also the Prusa Core 1 and the Creality K1 Max. Also, we have a larger size set up so that if you have the new Bambu H2D or the Creality K2 Plus, those are covered, and we've got those set up tailor fit for those machines as well. This also includes other variants of these machines, basically in, we'll call it the 255 millimeter build volume and up to the 300 millimeter build volume, and then even up to the 350 millimeter build volume. We'll probably have a solution to fit your machine as well. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, so here is the new line of workSafe enclosures. For this one in particular, inside of this video, I am working with the XL version for our Core XY enclosures, or our Core XY printers. So inside of this particular enclosure, I've got the Creality K2 Plus along with the CFS added in there. And this particular XL enclosure is going to work with the Bambu H2D and their AMS. And then pretty much for the most part, this is sized for the 350 millimeter build volume. If you have something a little bit smaller, about 250 to 300 millimeter build volumes, then you're going to want to go with a large size. So the idea on the new workSafe line of enclosures is that we have taken our most requested feature, which is to basically seal the enclosure, and we've done so with that. So you can see on the front door here, we have this framed out on the door. And then if I pull it open, we've got a foam gasket seal along the perimeter of the door as well. So additionally, we've got that set up on the side door zone here. And then the top hash as well. The last portion that we also have set up to seal is along the seams here to really get it so that the least amount of potential VOCs, particulate, fumes, smells stay controlled inside the enclosure so that you can either filter or exhaust out. So with it being sealed, a lot of people don't necessarily understand that we are also going to still need to feed a little bit of air inside so that when you do exhaust out, then you can circulate air through. So for that, we've developed what we call the intake filter. This is a HEPA filter to ensure that clean air gets inside the enclosure so that it allows the air to circulate back to the filters, and or if you're exhausting outside, so that you can exhaust outside. Without that intake filter, then you're really not going to get any airflow and any control over the fumes. If you just plan to have an enclosure that's sealed around your 3D printer, then the fumes are going to at least stay inside, and as soon as you open the door, then you'll be exposed to the fumes. Additionally, on any we call them filter holes. If you have any open filter holes, we actually have a cover that is set up. This could also still be another intake filter, but if you do not have a filter, then we offer covers with the kit as well. On the back of this 3D printer, we've got our two most popular filters are recirculating filter, which basically is a HEPA and charcoal filter. The HEPA filter helps to filter out particulate. The charcoal filter helps to reduce fumes and VOCs. And with this one, it circulates the air inside so that like fumes and VOCs don't get out of the enclosure. On the other side here, we have our exhaust filter, and this is also HEPA filtered with charcoal impregnation. And so both of these filters are true HEPA filters, so they, I believe, are at 99.7% efficiency down to the 0.3 micron level. And if you are in a workspace where you really need some assurance that fumes, VOCs, and particulate are getting taken out, then we also offer filters from a company called Donaldson or BOFA, and those are professional grade filters that we have set up so that you can attach right onto the back, and that further ensures that fumes and particulate are removed from the workspace. So all in all, the idea here with the gasketed doors, the sealed seams, the filters on the back, we're trying to comply with standards inside the workplace. This might be ANSI standards, it could be OSHA standards, it could be fire standards, and this is applicable to schools, to business, to government, and everything in between. So if you have a workspace where you need an enclosure to be a little bit higher standard for health and for safety, then this enclosure is the best alternative that we've made and that is available on the market. So again, with Clearview Plastics, we make these enclosures right here in the United States, Sacramento, California, in this workshop, between this laser and this CNC, and about 20 other printers for printing off different parts. These are 100% made in the United States. So I also just wanted to get up here so I can show you how this top hatch works. And so the top hatch idea is so that you can have access to your multi-material unit. For Creality, that's the CFS. For Bambu, that's the AMS, and there's many variants in between. So this top hatch, again, it's gasket sealed, and you can see that we get direct access to the lid, and there's plenty of room to just simply flip up the lid so that you can change out spools and work on your CFS if needed. And then it just folds right back down, is magnetically latched. You can see here we've got some door stops so that the that top door kind of just stays upright and doesn't slam back down. So totally an awesome addition for this really great enclosure. I also wanted to show you our grommets, our wire grommets. The way that we have these designed is to be as sealed as possible as well. So you can see that they're ribbed so that if you were to put a wire in, then it kind of hugs the wire and doesn't allow a lot of space around the wire to ensure that as much air stays inside the enclosure as possible. And so we've got one on the side, another one on the back there, and then one on the top back here, and so you can kind of see how that hugs the wires there. So again, these are pretty critical to ensure that we keep as much air kind of inside the enclosure as possible with as few air leaks as possible. So I wanted to show you a few options that we can attach onto this enclosure that you might find useful. So one of the more popular requests that we get from schools is that we are able to put locks on these doors. So we have door locks that can be applied to the doors. They can be keyed alike. And for this particular enclosure, keep in mind that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 doors. So we actually need to ensure that we put on for a lock kit for each door. Then also we have a exhaust bracket. So if you have your own kind of HVAC system or hose to exhaust outside, then this simple bracket would replace those filters there, and you can attach a 4-inch exhaust hose onto this to exhaust out your air. So if by chance the enclosure has multiple holes, then we will give you a cover for each one of those holes to make it so that no air is leaking out, except for where you want it to inside the exhaust. The last thing that we also offer is an attachment right onto for an emergency shutoff switch that can be mounted up onto the side of the enclosure. And with this emergency shutoff switch, pretty self-explanatory, but it's got an on and emergency off to ensure that if the printer needs to be turned off, then in an emergency way without reaching inside in case of, say, like fire or electrical shock, then you can easily turn that off. That's also a pretty popular safety standard inside of schools and other institutions. Actually, all three of these tend to be highly requested. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you guys for staying here and watching the new enclosure for our workSafe line. Again, the idea here is that we're trying to introduce new options that is for us in a very customizable way to kind of satisfy and comply with standards inside the workspace. So if you guys have a particular standard that you guys need to ensure is within compliance inside of an enclosure, even on a custom safety enclosure, we absolutely do that, and we can help out with that. So if you have certain safety standards that you guys need to comply with, comment right down below or pop us an email from our website. Again, my name is Neil from Clearview Plastics. I'm the owner. I'm the designer of these enclosures. We've worked with a wide variety of different people, from hobbyists that have reactions to 3D printing to schools to businesses and government institutions that all need to ensure that their workspace is clean and healthy and produces great results for the machinery that they need to enclose. So again, if you want to see more of what we do, head on over to my website. It's clearviewplastic.com. Plastic is singular. And we design, we build, and we ship all of these enclosures out right here, Sacramento, California, made in the USA. I appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you. Thanks so much.